everyone, so I thought I would film a spring favourites video, seeing as I don't do favourites every month. It's partly out of not really changing my favourites every month, and partly either not having time to do it or not wanting to repeat myself to you guys, because my favourites stay favourites for longer than 1 month, if you know what I mean. So I thought I would do a whole season's worth of favourites. Anyway, I'm going to get right ahead because I've got a few things to show you. The first thing is MAC's Fix Plus, which I got probably 6 weeks ago. I mentioned it in a haul a while back, and the first one I got sprayed like a water pistol, and it was horrendous. Anyway, so I took it back and I got a normal one, which is like a fine mist. It is meant to be a fine mist, not a water spray. I got loads of people saying no, that's just what it's like, but no, it's definitely not. Mine was awful. So anyway, there's a few ways that I like to use this. I think it's meant to be for setting your makeup when you're finished, but there are a ton of different uses for this. My favourite ones are for setting your makeup, for spraying your brushes before, if you want like a damp brush, before you use them. I like using it for that, and also I like to use it as kind of a moisturising toner. If my skin's feeling a little bit dry or kind of like stressed, if you know what I mean. Skin doesn't really feel stressed, but you know what I mean. If it's feeling a little bit under the weather, instead of using a different toner, sometimes toners can be quite dry, it's quite nice to use this before your moisturiser, just to get extra moisture into your skin so that your moisturiser really locks the moisture in. Okay, so MAC's Fix Plus, I'm loving that. And the second thing is Liz Earle's Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser, which I do a demo of and tell you all about in my skincare routine, which I put up about a week ago, a bit more than a week ago, so go and check that out if you haven't seen that already, and if you want to know more about this. I've really been loving using this, and I've noticed a difference in my skin. Yeah, so I'm loving that as well. And then the third thing is kind of something that I rediscovered. I bought this last summer and kind of used it until about Christmas, and then just kind of put it at the back of my drawer and totally forgot about it, and it is MAC's Strobe Cream. If you haven't tried this before, it's kind of just like Benefit's High Beam if you've used that mixed with moisturiser, so it's kind of like a highlighting cream, really, and you put it under your foundation, it gives you a really nice glow. So I've been loving using that again. I've kind of rediscovered it, and it's probably going to stay kind of in my most used collection of makeup for a while, because I do love that. Another skincare product that I've been kind of got back into is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser with SPF 20. The colour that I use is in Sand, which is actually a little bit darker than my skin tone is now. I got this last summer, and obviously I had a tan when I got it, but it's actually quite nice because it's not a foundation. You can have it that one shade darker, and it does just add a little bit of tan to your skin. I kind of forgot how good this was for a tinted moisturiser in terms of coverage. It's really nice if you're having one of those days where you don't want to put on full makeup, and you can just put on a bit of this, and then if you have a spot, conceal it. So I've been loving using that, especially using it with my new MAC Select Moisture Cover Concealer, which I only recently got about a week ago, but I've absolutely been loving this. Like, it's not really a monthly favourite, I've only been using it for a week, but I think this is a keeper. I really, really like this. This is the best MAC concealer that I've tried anyway. It's just really moisturising. So I've been loving using these two together just for like every day if I'm not kind of going anywhere where I need a lot of makeup on, and you know, just using this to conceal under eye circles or any spots that I have, and then this all over my face. I've been liking those two together. Okay, so the next thing, there's a few MAC eyeshadows that I've been kind of really into recently. The first one is Patina, which I'll show you is this one here. This one. Let me get them out and show you this kind of colour. It's kind of like a goldeny brown. In the pan, it looks like identical to Woodwinked, but they're actually very, very different. If you see, this one is Patina and this one's Woodwinked. But actually, Woodwinked is like a kind of gold, kind of orangey toned gold if you look at it. And I actually find that Woodwinked on me is really, really unflattering, and I can't really wear it. Everybody kind of raves about it, but I think because I've got very pale, slightly pink skin, I think because this is quite dark and orange toned, it kind of just isn't flattering on me. Whereas Patina, if you are fair skinned, it's not actually very similar at all when you swatch it, but in the pan they do look similar. Patina's kind of like a golden taupey brown colour, which is here, and it has a slight shimmer to it. So yeah, I find this is really good just to wear on your lids. It's kind of like a neutral colour for me. It kind of blends into my skin tone very well while still kind of being there. I think some neutral colours that you find can kind of just blend into your eyelids and it looks like there's nothing there, whereas this is kind of subtle but pretty at the same time. So I like that, and I've been really liking using that with Satin Taupe, which is this one here, which looks like that in the outer corner, and then Naked Lunch, which is a new one that I recently got as well, in the inner corner. Okay, so they're not in order, but those three together I've been really liking, and that's what I've got on my eyes today. So that's kind of it for eyeshadows. If you want me to go through my MAC palettes, let me know. I'm not sure whether to do a video on it or not, whether it's kind of like self-explanatory what I have and stuff. This is my neutrals one. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think of that. Okay, so the next thing is Stila's Major Lash Mascara, and I think this is a tester size. I'm not sure, I have to look it up. It's 5mm, so I think it is a tester size. I got this in my swap with Ingrid, or Miss Glamorazzi, and I kind of didn't like it to start off with, but I'm liking it a lot more now. I think it's one of those mascaras that isn't that good until it kind of starts drying out a little bit, if you know what I mean, and then it goes kind of a little bit more sticky and just, yeah, it works a bit better. So I'm really liking that. I'm going to look into getting a full-size one. Stila's actually really hard to find in the UK. It used to be in Space NK, but I think they've stopped stocking it for some reason. I'm not sure why, because I haven't asked in there. But the only other places I find it are on discount websites online, and none of them have this mascara. So yeah, if anybody knows where you get Stila in England, where you can actually get their mascara, not just their old ranges, let me know. So I'd love to know. And then I've got two MAC lipsticks that I've been using all month. The first one is pretty self-explanatory, and it is Viva Glam Gaga. Everyone is talking about this at the moment, and it's gorgeous. It's very similar to Saint Germain. If you can't get your hands on Gaga, go for Saint Germain, because it is very similar. This is a lot more wearable though. You can actually put this on like a full-on lipstick and wear it, whereas Saint Germain you kind of have to dab on if you want kind of a wearable effect, otherwise it's very bright. But that is Gaga, and yeah, I'm loving that one. And the second one is one that literally I've never heard anyone really talk about on YouTube. You know why? Because I like it a lot, and it is Gel. I got this probably a couple of months ago. It's kind of like a bronzy gold, and it is a frost, so it doesn't really show up that well, but I love this just for kind of wearing in the daytime. It's a really pretty wearable colour, if you can see there. It's just a slight sheen. If you are quite pale like me, I think it's quite flattering to wear kind of just in the daytime if you don't want something too bright, and that kind of overpowers your look a little bit. I like that a lot. A little bit of gloss over the top and it looks nice. Okay, so I've only got 3 more things left to show you, and they are all nail varnishes, and they're all from Barry M. It's kind of like in keeping with the whole pastel trend at the moment for nails, and I have 3. The first one is Pale Purple, which I mentioned in my recent haul video. I've only had that for 2 weeks as well, but I love it, and it's definitely going to be a monthly favourite, if not a favourite forever. The second one in the middle is Turquoise, which actually is showing up brighter than it appears in real life. It's actually a little bit more pastel than that. I wore this the whole of last summer. I absolutely adore this colour. It's definitely one of my favourites. Nice bright for spring. And the third one is Mint Green, which is really pretty. Green nail varnish is kind of becoming like another trend again this year, which kind of surprised me because Max Peppermint Patty was ages ago, and then Chanel's Jade came out, and I thought it might just be a kind of 2009 trend, but it seems to be sticking around, so I'm carrying on wearing this and I really like it. Okay, so there's one more thing that I have to say I've been loving this month, and it's shorts. I never thought I would wear shorts before. I'm really like not a shorts kind of girl. I'd always be wearing skirts or dresses, but I picked up a couple of pairs of shorts, and I'll just show you my favourite ones at the moment. I'm wearing them now. So I picked up these little white shorts from Pull & Bear. I'm not sure if it's available in America, but it's definitely available in the UK. I'd always been a bit scared of shorts before, but yeah, I'm really liking that trend now, so it's kind of exciting. But anyway, that is it for my monthly favourites. There's nothing kind of groundbreaking, but I just thought I'd share with you kind of what's changing in my taste, like coming into spring and getting a bit sunnier, whatever. So I hope you guys have a great May Day and bank holiday weekend, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.